something's telling me that 1 second, 2 seconds,
so it starts
and then
to timer.
We join together to celebrate a very special birthday for a very special gentleman. Now today is not just a family get-together to celebrate a counting of years, but this afternoon it's a family of teachers, a family of scouting, and a family of musicians and bandsmen, all joining to wish Jack a happy 90th birthday. And I might add that the new family of writers and publishers can also be added to that list. We'll make mention of that a little later on. Well, it's going to be a busy afternoon. Many friends want to say hello to Jack, and we want to reminisce over the years, the things that have happened. But right now, I'd like to introduce, as a special salute to Jack.
Hello, I'm one of Jack's 3 son-in-laws. My name is Russ, and I'm married to his youngest daughter, Joyce. I sometimes think of myself as the useless one. The other 2, Glenn and Al, are quite skilled at things like wiring or putting in a toilet, and they've helped Jack many times over the years. My handyman skills are virtually non-existent, so I haven't been much use to him during that same time. Maybe I can make it up to my father-in-law just a little bit with what is about to be shown here this afternoon. In the last couple of months, I've been working hard to put together a presentation for him. Jack, this is a collection of pictures and songs that were important to you and your daughters. Some of the songs that were picked are affectionately remembered by your daughters when they think of you. Some reflect the period of time when the photos were taken. So there's a tune, Buttons and Bows by Doris Day, there's Glenn Miller. I even managed to work in a Bon Jovi tune. And you can listen to these while the pictures are being shown. The richness of the time you spent with this great big family is reflected in so many photos. This lasts about 14 minutes. I had to keep adding another song as more pictures came in. I would think I was finished and someone would come to me with some more pictures and I have to redo everything. And then more pictures again, I have to redo everything all over again. Near the end, I needed some song for about 30 seconds, so I picked something that was on my computer. It's a Wonderful World, which I think is an appropriate tune. It's a song I did as a duo with a singer, Lita Sohn. Jack, you may remember, you came down to my house and you jammed with me and Lee a couple of times. The last song, appropriately, is a snippet of something Jack and I did. So you'll hear Jack playing the saxophone for the last song, just for a couple of seconds. What these pictures show is Jack has been there for us for the good times. The marriages, births, graduations, and birthdays. What they don't show, but what is in our hearts, is he's also been there for us during the bad times. Jack, I'd like you to sit down and take a look at your life here. And I would like to ask all our guests to take a few minutes of their time to share with us the fullness of Jack DeLong's life.
Yeah, he's sitting up here in the front.
Russ, that's beautiful. That's a tremendous production. Thank you so much. Russ Angor. Well, Bob is here as yet. I want to introduce another very busy fellow. He's the top man from the top office, up on the top floor of our beautiful municipal library building. Is the mayor here? I know he has quite a schedule this afternoon. If not, we'll introduce him a little later on. We'll get him up here. Not here. know, much of Jack's life in Trenton and district has been dedicated to the Boy Scout movement. Thousands of hours working at all levels of this rewarding work. And it's no wonder that when Jack walks down Trenton Street, so many people greet him. They say, "That's remember, I know you, you're Mr. DeLong." And it's through so many avenues of work that these people recognize him, his pupils, etc. The day before yesterday, I had a chance to talk to Chuck Koschak. Now, it was while Jack was working with Scouts, he and Andy Harris, that Chuck became a Queen's Scout. And he was reminiscing about those wonderful days and how much he enjoyed the Scout movement. And he also mentioned that fantastic International Boy Scout Jamboree in Niagara Falls, Jack, 1953. And it was really something very special indeed. And now, I'm representing the Boy Scouts of Canada. Here's the Deputy Council Commissioner for White Pine, Beth Cleave. Beth.
Mr. DeLong, it's a pleasure to represent Scouting. Congratulations and happy birthday. I had to do some digging as far as some of the history of when you're involved with Scouting, and I hope I did get some of it right. Back in 1936, you began as a Scout counselor. You also ran a Lone Scout program out in Millersburg. The Lone Scout program, and it has been for many, many years, is where individual youth members can't get to work independently along with the counselor. And Mr. DeLong certainly filled that bill. From 1950 to 1962, Scoutmaster of 6th Trenton that ran out of North Trenton School. Became a member of the Trenton District Council from 1962. Was the district commissioner in Trenton in the early 70s and continued to serve the council until he retired from Scouting mid to late 70s. Although I don't have all of the exact dates, it certainly equates to close to or over 40 years of service to the youth of our community. On behalf of Scouts Canada, I would like to present you with a certificate of service.
Thank you.
Very much. I also have a couple of other things to present to Mr. DeLong. Scouting itself is coming up to a birthday celebration, and Scouting becomes 100 years old as of 2007. And we are celebrating it with a big Canadian jamboree at the oldest Scout camp in Canada, and that is at Tamaracuda, just north of Montreal. And again, we would like to present you the 100th anniversary crest for Scouting and the pin. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Beth. Well, many in this room today are here to reminisce about the wonderful world of teaching. How many of you remember this? School days, school days. Good old golden rule days, reading and writing and arithmetic, taught to the tune of a hickory stick. You were my queen in calico, and I was your bashful barefoot beau. You wrote on my slate, I love you, Joe, when we were a couple of kids. Wrote on the slate. Now, I know Jack taught a lot of years, but I'm not sure that any of his pupils had a slate, did he, Jack? There's been wonderful pictures in the local papers recently of Victoria's school that Jack taught in and also attended, did you?
Just went to it, didn't teach there.
Pardon?
I got my education there, didn't teach there.
You didn't teach it, but you did. And it's being restored now, I understand, and moved. That's what it was, a great memory, Jack. Laura Harrison is here today, but Laura has laryngitis.